Hey there, y'all. I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy dashboard. These things are super cool. See this right here? Something I just made. And you can have here in the slicer different dates. For example, if you want to know what happened on the first part of the month, you can click on a few dates right there. And let's see, the blue is going to be the target calls, right? You had a target of hitting 50 calls per day. The orange is all the actual calls you made. So on 12/1, the calls were, point right here, mm, about just under 20. On 12/2, they were at just above 30. And down here on the third, they were just about 10. All right, and so you can choose any number of days that you want, and you can select different days. You can compare the 5th to the 8th, for example. You can see so there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do. This is just a very simple one that I just put together, and I want to show you how to do it. First things first, you want to have your data tab, right? So here you're going to have whatever information you're going to have. I just put in, for example, for these purposes, the date and then the target calls, right? You can put in, again, whatever information you want to put inside of here. This could be number of target push-ups, right? Could be anything you want it to be. Calls made. These are going to be the actual calls made for the scenario. And then closes. I wanted to also find out, which I didn't go into in the dashboard yet, but I'll show you, are, for example, the number of closes. This data right here is just made up for the purposes of this dashboard. And so once you do that, right, once you create this, you know what, and I'll just show you really quickly, right? So if I were to take this information and copy and paste it right here, just just generally as values, right? So this is just values. There's nothing special. These numbers, dates. I'll change these to short date. There we go. So these are the dates: 12/1, December 1st, all the way to 12/31. Then what you want to do is you want to go inside of here. You want to insert, and you want to insert a table. You want to make a table. Make sure the whole thing is highlighted or has those dots around it, those moving dots, and then say OK. There we go, you have that. So then the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to create a pivot. You're going to insert a pivot table. Pivot table is going to go to a new worksheet, right? So I'm just redoing what I did, right? It's going to go to a new worksheet, and what you're going to do is you're going to have right, so this sheet has the data. We'll call this data 2. Right? So I'm going to recreate this thing just with the data 2, with the new information. Then this is the pivot that we just created. Sorry if I'm going a little bit fast, but I really have to finish this up in 5 minutes. So otherwise this video is going to shut off on me. This Loom, I'm not sure they give me this 5-minute limit right now, so I might have to upgrade it. But for now, I have about 1.5 minutes left. Pivot table, the date, we're going to put the date over here in the row. We're going to put the target calls over here. We're going to put the actual calls made. And then we're going to put the closes, right? So that's, now we just created a pivot, right? The pivot from the data. So this is pivot 2, right? Pivot 2, right? And now what we want to do is we want to create a graph for this. We can go here. We can insert any kind of graph we want. Let's say we want to insert this type of graph. So we can do something like this. 3D? Nah, let's not do that. Let's change this, change chart type, and we can go to a combo. This is kind of what I did before. The sum of the closes is going to be a line chart. The sum of the calls will go like this. This is the way that I liked it. You can do all different types of stuff. Then you're going to create, I'm going to Control X, I delete that, and I'm going to put it here into the dashboard. And I'm going to get cut off. I see it right there. Name's already taken. Dashboard 2. So then I want to remove these things right over here. Hide all field buttons. I'm going to put these to the top. I'm going to have to pick this up in a second. It's all right. And then I'm going to remove these grid lines just to make it look a little professional. And I'm saving this. So again, all these 2's down here relate to what we just did right now, the data, the pivot, and the dashboard. And then last thing we're going to